Thank you for being with us. 866 We Be Big, easy to remember.
Lift up your face, lift up your face. Salvation is calling, salvation is calling.
Back with the music, a third day. This hour brought to you in part by, and one of Mac Powell's big buddies and ours too, David Nasser and Liberty University. David went there not too many, about a couple of years ago, year and a half, something like that. Liberty University got to go there, speak at the convocation, hang out with Nasser and the gang, and tour this incredible campus. Liberty University, the nation's largest private nonprofit educator and the largest Christian university in the world. It's accredited by the Southern Association of Colleges, Schools, Commission on Colleges, and they can award associate, bachelor's, master's, specialists, doctoral degrees. They can do it all. Over 450 programs of study, residential and online, and over 600 student athletes. Your son or daughter is looking for a college that maybe they can use the passions and skills and their call to actually impact their field of study positively for the kingdom. Liberty University is a great, great choice. Liberty.edu or rickandbubba.com under the sponsors. Mac Powell joins us now via the Rick and Bubba Celebrity Hotline. Mac, welcome back to the show, buddy.
Man, it's been a long time. So great to talk with y'all. And ain't it just like David Nasser? He finds out I'm going to be on, and he slips in a Liberty University commercial. Right
that's funny.
And told us where to place it.
Yeah.
Right before the Mac Powell interview.
I'll tell him where to place it.
Well, thank you. Thank
Mac,
you. Had a way to go.
Mac, welcome back. And we've all been wanting to know, how long did your last dog live?
Oh, I've never had a dog.
Never?
Well, I had a dog when I was in middle school, and when we moved to Georgia, we didn't have room for it. So my daddy did what was the right thing to do. Took it in the woods and shot it.
There you go.
Wow,
Mac. You have
a good story about a boy and his dog.
That's
Gracious, Mac.
Well,
get ready for that story coming soon from
I'm
Third Day.
A little scarred.
Yes.
And if anybody sees my daddy at the concert tomorrow night at the Birmingham Theater, you can talk to him about it.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk about the tour we got rolling right now. Now, Third Day has teamed up with Stephen Curtis Chapman. Now, that sounds a little, when you look at musical style, that's two different ends of the spectrum a little bit there. But you guys, I was looking at the numbers. If you take Stephen Curtis Chapman, combine that with Third Day, you have 80 number one singles, 20 million albums sold, 9 Grammy Awards.
Crazy.
So these two legendary music artists on the stage, one right after the other at the historic and beautiful Alabama Theater. And that's tomorrow night. If you don't have tickets, what a great room to see these two.
The Alabama Theater. I've never played there. I've seen a couple of shows there before.
Yeah.
So I'm really, really excited. It reminds me of the Fox Theater over here in Atlanta.
Very much
Yeah,
so.
very similar. Same time
So
frame.
I've seen probably 2 or 3, maybe 4 shows there before. So I'm so excited to be there. And it's been a while since we played in Birmingham. But Stephen Curtis, he's amazing guy. And in fact, it's not one after the other. We're actually on stage the whole
whole
night
time
together. Yeah, we're actually his band. We are Stephen Curtis's band. Third Day is, and then when we're doing Third Day songs, he's playing. He's the unofficial sixth member of the band. So it's
wait a
I think
minute.
it's the first time. Yeah.
So this is not a double bill. This is we've combined forces and become one band.
It's like a super group, if you will. Yes, on stage all night together. It's a fun night. It's I tell you, it's been. We only had a couple of days of rehearsal, so for the guys to kind of throw together and Stephen Curtis's songs are a little bit more difficult than ours are. We play 3 chords and truth, and he's a little bit more complex. So it's a lot of fun. It really is. And for us to be able to play along with these songs that we've listened to for many years and heard, and even new ones as well, and then have him play guitar and sing background vocals and second verses on some Third Day songs. It's a very different concert than you'll ever see. And who knows if the tour's ever going to happen again. So you got to come out while you got the chance.
Well, we'll put we got it right now linked in show notes. You can see the entire tour. So if North Carolina, Virginia, y'all going to be coming up next. If this is closer to you, definitely catch those dates and get tickets if they're available too. But for those of you that can get to Birmingham, this is going to be the sole stop in that area, and it's a beautiful place to sit and enjoy.
It is.
The Alabama Theater, because the sound in there is just so great, and it's in an intimate setting and just a beautiful historic location. Now, when you guys look at your catalog and you look at Stephen Curtis Chapman's catalog, how in the world do you come up with the set list? Do you start thinking, all right, because we are combining, certain songs work, others may not, or how do you do that?
Yeah, it's a tough thing. We basically sat down. We'd asked him to send us about a dozen songs that he knew he wanted to do, and then we had about a dozen that we wanted to do. And then we looked through the list and went, okay, yeah, we love this, but you're not, there's this certain song you didn't put on the list. We got to play that one. And then he did the same thing to us. And so we just kind of sat down, and then it was interesting. I've never done this before. We wrote all those songs down on the little cards and just kind of laid them on the floor and just kind of made a jigsaw puzzle out of it and tried to make the best list that we could. And I think came up with a pretty great list. But yeah, in the night, it's a lot of number one hits and a lot of fan favorites. So it's amazing.
That's very similar how we decide where we're going to lunch.
Yeah.